All right. Good morning, good afternoon, whoever you are. We're glad you're here, online, in person, all that stuff. We got Rochelle Coatney on the cajon right here with me. I forgot what we're playing. There we go. Back when I had a little, I thought that I needed a lot. A little was overrated, but a lot was a little too complicated. See, 0 didn't satisfy me, 1,000,000 didn't make me happy, and that's when I learned a lesson. It's all about your perception. Are you a pauper or a superstar? So you act, so you feel, so you are. It's not about the size of your car, it's about the size of the faith in your heart. There's hope, doesn't cost a thing to smile, don't have to pray to laugh. Better thank God for that. Yeah, there's hope, doesn't cost a thing to smile, don't have to pay to laugh. You can thank God for that. In the back country of Brazil, I met a young brother that made me feel that I could accomplish anything. You see, just like me, he wanted to sing. He had no windows and no doors, lived a simple life, he was extremely poor. On top of all that, he had no eyesight, but that didn't keep him from seeing the light. He said, "What's it like in the USA?" But all I did was complain. He said, "Living here is paradise." Told me paradise is in your mind. There's hope, doesn't cost a thing to smile, don't have to pay to laugh. You better thank God for that. Yeah, there's hope, doesn't cost a thing to smile, don't have to pay to laugh. You can thank God for that. Get it, Ro. Every time I turn on the TV, somebody's acting crazy. If you let it, it'll drive you crazy. But I'm taking back my power today. You see, gas prices keep on rising. The governments, well, sometimes they lie, you know. Gotta keep on surviving. Keep doing your best, do the best you can. There's hope, doesn't cost a thing to smile, don't have to pay to laugh. You better thank God for that. Yeah, there's hope, doesn't cost a thing to smile, don't have to pay to laugh. You can thank God for that. Break it down, let's hear you clap it. There's hope, doesn't cost a thing to smile, don't have to pay to laugh. You better thank God for that. Yeah, there's hope, doesn't cost a thing to smile, don't have to pay to laugh. You can thank God for that. There's hope, stand up for your rights, keep shining your light, show the world your smile. There's hope, stand up for your rights, stand up for your rights, stand up for another person's rights when they're not being heard. Stand up and show up and be the love, be the evidence of God in somebody's life. Be a sign of what's possible. Show up as possibility and joy and love and acceptance and inclusion. Yes. Yeah. There's hope. Stand up for your rights. Keep shining your light. Show the world your smile. Yeah. Thanks for singing and dancing along, and let's move into our opening, our welcome song that we like to do. It's not an opening song, it's a welcoming song. And this is our opportunity to turn and say good morning to someone, to hug. If you're not a hugger, put your hand out. Although Stephen Tilley said he uses that as a handle to pull you in, but he's not here today, so anyway, turn and say good morning. And online community, we welcome you as well. Thank you for joining us. Let the dancing continue. You are welcome here, just the way you are. Send all your doubts aside. Let go of all the hurt you hold inside. You are welcome here, just the way you are. You are wanted here, so open up your heart. Can you feel the love of all who've gathered around? You are worthy of this gift of love right now. You are welcome here, just the way you are. Y'all are beautiful. You are wanted here, so open up your heart. Well, who'd have known that who you are is enough? And who'd have known that you could be so loved? Well, we knew, now you know. Yeah, we knew, now you know. You are welcome here, just the way you are. You are wanted here, so open up your heart. Last time, y'all, sing it with us as you make your way back to me. You are welcome here, just the way you are. You are wanted here, so open up your heart. Molly, I think you knew every word to that song. I do, she said. All right, good job. Thanks for dancing and singing and hugging along. Oh, it's good to see Sauda. In case you didn't notice, we have our Sauda Fuller in the house. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Yes, it's good to see all of you. I just, when I see someone I haven't seen since before COVID, I just almost jump off the stage and hug them right away. So now it's time for our reading of the day. Blue is going to do that for us, so thank you. My favorite shade of blue. Come on up. Hug your way to the front, Blue. Hug your way to the front. You know how she does. Hug your way to the front.
Good morning.
Good morning. You got to get close on the mic now.
I've noticed.
You got to get, a whole lot closer. Dave, will you or somebody unscrew that just a little? Yeah. And take it up a little.
Felt.
That's how Whitney Houston felt, yeah. Just like that. Got it? No?
Good morning again. Or afternoon. Feeling grateful. Oh, I am your favorite color, blue. And I'll be bringing you the reading this morning. Feeling grateful. In all things of nature, there is something of the marvelous. Aristotle. Although human beings are inherently a perfect idea, their individuality covers this idea with the form of thought which they imagine. Ernest Holmes, page 197, Science of Mind. When I, not particularly me, but when I was an active ski patroller, the temperature would drop to 30 below zero. I often would find myself assigned to the task of checking skiers for signs of frostbite. Inevitably, the conversation would turn to how cold it was. Within minutes, I would find myself shivering and whining about how cold it was. I knew I was exacerbating the situation, so I developed a ritual of practice. I would remove my turk, take off my balaclava, open my jacket, and feel the cold. I would close my eyes and breathe, feel the cold dryness and the biting wind run through me. After a few minutes, I'll fasten my jacket and replace my gear. I consciously allow myself to return to the present. The cold would reckon back to its true proportion, and my perspective would turn back to the beauty, wonder, and gratitude of life. My spiritual teacher used to say, you got to be grateful, and you cannot be grateful and unhappy at the same time. What I have found is that I cannot be grateful and poor at the same time. I cannot be grateful and sick at the same time. I cannot be grateful and unfulfilled at the same time. And I cannot be grateful and loved at the same time. There is always more to be grateful for than not. There is more energy, abundance, and opportunity, and love than not. So, for our affirmation, I see every situation for what it really is. And I am grateful. Thank you.
Thank you, Blue. You can leave that there. Thank you so much.
Everyone, am I here? Great day. All right. So my name is Shari, and I'm going to read our vision for Carolina Centers of Spiritual Awakening. We are a global community that recognizes, honors, and nurtures the dignity and uniqueness of all people and the oneness of creation. And our mission, our mission is we connect through the energy of loving kindness, spiritual practice, and sacred service. Yes. All right, so our announcements. So excited about this incredible weekend that we've been experiencing as the prayer chaplain. We want to thank Lisa Lee for hosting the prayer chaplains this weekend. And we will be installing our new prayer chaplain soon, so let's be on the lookout for that. And as you all know, we are moving to a new space, but for now, we will be still staying at the Evening Muse until the end of September. And then once we are in our new place, to expect 2 special events. One will be the practitioner graduation, and that will be on October 23rd. And then we're also having a grief and healing event. So stay tuned for more information for that as well. So also, when we were talking about our new facility, we will be having an opportunity to participate in the cleanup and organization or organizing days. So that will be towards the end of September. Before our first Sunday at the new space will be October the 2nd. And the address is 2920 North Tryon Street. So let's just keep on the lookout for that. Yeah. All right. So is that it?
Well, you know, there's one other thing. If if anyone would be interested, you want to tell them?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. So we're having the final part of our prayer chaplain service after church today. So if anyone would like to be our so-called guinea pigs that would like affirmative prayer or what we call treatment, please come back at 2 o'clock. We would love to assist you. So awesome. Thank you.
And we normally go somewhere together for lunch. So by all means, if those of you who are not in the prayer chaplain training want to go to lunch together, get your band of lunchies folks together. But if you'd like to be one of our, I like that, guinea pigs, then you can come on back from lunch and we will treat you up. So looking forward to that. Thank you. Thanks, Shari. Let's take some time to, as I've been saying all weekend, let deep call into deep. Let's dive into our time of prayer and meditation together. vessel to be used. Whatever Spirit needs of me, I will be, I will be, I will be. Here I stand. My heart is here to serve. Wherever love is leading me, I will go, I will go, I will go. So I stand open and willing to be moved by Spirit. I open my mind and my heart, and I allow myself to be moved. Moved in thought, moved in emotion, moved in action. Vessel to be used. Whatever Spirit needs of me, I will be, I will be, I will be. Here I stand. My heart is here to serve. Wherever love is leading me, I will go, I will go, I will go. Whatever Spirit needs of me, I will be, I will be, I will be. Wherever love is leading me, I will go, I will go, I will go. Let's breathe into that willingness. Leaning into that willingness to be open to serve, to be moved by Spirit. We realize that every thought is creative. And so I choose the thoughts that align me with being an open vessel for love, an inner sanctuary of deep upon deep. I am willing. Oh, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true. With thanksgiving, I'll be a living sanctuary for you. Oh, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true. With thanksgiving, I'll be a living sanctuary for you. Oh, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true, with thanksgiving. I'll be a living sanctuary for you. Oh, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true, with thanksgiving. I'll be a living sanctuary for you. And just breathe into what that means for you. What does it mean to be an open space, a container for love, a sanctuary? What does it mean to you? What are you willing to open up to embrace, to release? What does it mean? To be a vessel for love. Here I am. Wherever love is leading me, I will go. Whatever spirit needs of me, I will be. What does that mean to you? Just keep asking the question and then listen. 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 go where I'm led, to speak what I'm led to speak, to stand for what I feel is inclusion and equality and love and joy and possibility. And I willingly lay down anything that stands in the way of me being this open vessel for love and possibility. And while I lay that down, I embrace anything that supports being this change agent in the world. Living my practice, living the truth I know. So with an open heart and open mind, I allow this willingness to take hold of me, to pull me deeper into the presence, starting with this present moment. I allow this moment to pull me into the presence itself as I consciously stop the running to and the running from, and just stop. Breathing in, knowing God is all there is by whatever name we give it. Exhaling an awareness of oneness with that source, the one source. Breathing in, love is. Breathing out, I am. Breathing in, God is. Breathing out, I am. And a few deep breaths together. One more, let it out audibly. Yeah. We connect through the energy of loving kindness, spiritual practice, and sacred service. So this is part 2 of a 3-part talk series on our mission. Last week we talked about living from that loving kindness. Let's look at living our practice. Living our practice, because if we are going to live that mission individually and as a community, this next one, it's important. It's so important. That's how we get there. The practice is how we allow the loving kindness to move through us and express as us. It's how we feel the intuitive hit to say yes to an act of sacred service. So the spiritual practice is so important. Pema Chodron says, you are the sky. Everything else is the weather. You're the sky. Everything else is the weather. But unless you want to be your own thundercloud, you got to do that spiritual practice. It doesn't have to be my spiritual practice. It could be something totally different. But it's something you commit to that is a spiritual practice for you. We had the joy and pleasure, thank you so much, Lisa, for hosting us Friday and Saturday at the Fifth House. She is so gracious to our community and to so many at hosting events at this spectacular home/spiritual retreat oasis. And everything about the Fifth House was intentional. From the pitch of the roof to the crystals buried under the foundation, everything was put together with the intention of assisting in the most beneficial way the flow of positive energy and love, loving energy, loving positive energy, whatever could be done to assist the flow of positive loving energy in that home. That's how it was constructed, and that's how it's maintained. So I thought of that, and I thought, that's us. That's us. We are a sanctuary inside, in our thoughts, in our emotions, in our actions. We can be that sanctuary walking when we choose to continually remake ourselves and maintain ourselves in that way to be the most fluid expression of positive, loving energy. That's what I want. That's what living my practice means to me. And that's what I do my best to commit to and recommit to and continually just do that over and over so that I can serve my highest purpose, so that together we can serve our highest purpose. And so spiritual practice, what is it? What is it? It's what cleans you out, right? It's what allows you to clean out the gunk, wash out the vessel, right? It is the things that cleanses the lens of your perception, that empties you out and opens you up. That's spiritual practice. So you might have a very different one than what I have. Mine is a lot of things that have brought me joy and peace in my life and helped me to continually come back to the truth that there's one power, one presence, by whatever name you give it. It is permeating all of life. It is moving through me now. It is expressing as me, as you, as all of us, as those we love and those that challenge us. It's expressing as everything. This one power, this one presence, knowing my unity with it. I live from that place, which is a point of power that will not be denied. And so whatever takes me back to that knowing continually over and over and over and over, and adds to it thanksgiving and a sweet surrender. I just went through the 5 steps of prayer. Were you paying attention? The 5 steps of treatment. God, wait, let's let the prayer chaplain students do it. Ready? You know, I came up with this 6-page document on teaching treatment, and it's really good if I do say so myself. And then I realized that people's eyes kind of roll back and they kind of get glazed over, and I thought, well, that's kind of defeating the purpose. I want them to use this. So at the training, I looked at Goddess and I said, you used to teach our children, so tell them how we would teach the children. God is, I am, I have, or I know. Thank you, and goodbye. I release, right? So that's what we want to. That's a practice that works for me. It is a practice that works so powerfully for me, our affirmative prayer that we call spiritual mind treatment. And committing to that is important to me personally. Committing to it, because when we commit to something, the whole universe rushes to meet us, right? But when we're vague, we're wishy-washy, then we get vague, fuzzy results. So I want to get clear results. I want to live clearly. I want to live intentionally and creating, not just coasting. Creating, not just coasting. Raymond Hollowell, the author of Working with the Law, talking about how to use this new thought teaching, he said, at all times we're either a drifter or a builder. I want to be a builder, right? Consciously and constantly a builder, not a coaster, not a drifter. And so spiritual practices, I'm just going to share some that work for me. And I'd love it if you have some that I leave out that you want to fill me in on later, because I'm always looking and wondering what helps you come back to the truth of who you are. But what helps me do that, like I said, first and foremost, is affirmative prayer. Meditation. I like to put those two together. I like to do my affirmative prayer and then just fall into the silence and just be in that presence that I've reminded myself is everywhere, and just be in that. So meditation, there's lots of different kinds of meditation, though. There's, guided meditation, there's silent meditation, there's all kinds. Whatever works for you. But it's kind of like, a 12-step program. They say keep coming back. It works if you work it. The same is true for this. Find the one that works for you, because they're not all the same for everybody. But it's important that we find something that continually takes us back to the truth of our being. Otherwise, we're drifting. So prayer, meditation. And even though sometimes I have a silent meditation, often my meditations are silent. In addition to that, something that really, really takes me to the center of my being and keeps me grounded is silence. I ran from it for so long. I don't know what I thought was going to happen to me. The boogeyman was going to get me. I don't know. But silence, I crave it now. I crave it, and specifically silence in nature. I love being in nature, which is not really silent. You hear the crickets and you hear the birds and you hear but I'm coming back to silence. And I'm just allowing myself to just be. That dedicated time of silence. And one of the things that helps you have that is if you commit to the not complaining thing. One of the things that helps you be in silence, because otherwise your mouth might be shut, but you're in your head going, why'd they say that? Why'd they do that? Why did I do that? Why did I say that? And you're complaining. Trying to read I was like, I wrote something in the margin, and then I can't read my writing. It kind of defeats the purpose. But in addition to that complaint-free experience, remember that it's also the complaints we have about ourself. And so I invite you, this is what I wrote down, I remember now. I encourage you and invite you to trade your sorries for thank yous. Many of you have heard me say this before. That's another part of my practice. I'm not always great at it, I run into people, I'm sorry, oops, sorry. Or I'm late for something, not so much anymore, thank you, God. But I would say, oh, sorry. And I started changing my sorries for thank yous. It's great. And then people will remind you of it, trust me. If you start making that a practice, they will say, oh, you said you're sorry. But that's okay. Do that with love and gently, please. That's, you want to stay in your lane. But, if you're late for a meeting, thank you so much for your patience. Feels so much better to you and to the other person. What's another example? What is another thing you say you're sorry for? For what? Oh, that's different. That's something like that is when someone passes away, absolutely. We have that grief and we feel that. But I'm meaning more like something that we do that we think, oh, I should have done that differently, right? I should have shown up differently. And so I forgot something. And again, that's thank you for your grace. I didn't bring that. I said I was going to, and I didn't bring that. So thank you for understanding. So trading those sorries for thank yous helps us be in that place of not complaining, which helps us go back to the silence. Another thing that really serves me, and I encourage you to try it, is chanting. How many people have chanted in their experience of this life? Okay. And now keep your hand up if it's something you do on a regular basis. All right. Chanting is amazing because it gets you out of your own head and your own thoughts, because a lot of the time you're chanting in another language, so you're not thinking as much. You're feeling the vibration of these ancient words. So whether it's Hindu chanting, maybe in a kirtan or by yourself, Hindu chanting or Buddhist chanting or Sufi chanting, I have some of my favorites in each one, some Hindu. And I'm just going to throw some out because I might say something that resonates with you and you're like, oh, I'm going to go look that up, right? So Hindu chanting, there's some that come to mind. Om Gana Pataye Namaha. It's evoking this energy, this deity, Ganesh, that is the remover of obstacles, right? The remover of obstacles. So you're aligning with, I know there's that within me that takes care of the things that I think are mountains, right? And they're really molehills, and they're just washed out of the way. So you are inviting in that energy of removal when you're chanting that. A Buddhist chant I love very much is Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. I really love watching Tina Turner chant that chant. If you've not seen that, you owe it to yourself to look it up on YouTube. It's amazing. She has been a Buddhist for many years. And so Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. It's oneness, it's cause and effect, it's unity of all life and all beings. Being in the energy of that is what you're doing. You're cultivating a vibration of that. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. And then, of course, my personal practice is a Sufi practice. And the Sufis are the mystics of Islam, but not all Sufis are Muslim. I'm not. But I am a Sufi. And we are referred to sometimes as the lover of God, right? The lovers of God. And it just means this ecstatic chanting can take you into such a place of oneness. One of my favorites is La ilaha illallah. There's only God. There's only God. That actually literally translates to there is no God but God. But there's only God, only God, only God. Or another one, Nur, Allah Nur, light upon light. Letting the light that I am expand is what I'm in touch with when I'm chanting that. Let the light that I am expand. Nur, Allah Nur, Nur, Allah Nur. Or just plain Bismillah. I begin in the name of God. What if we did everything beginning in the name of the one? And the name means in the energy of. So what if we started our conversation, started our work, started our play, started whatever in the energy of the one presence, the one love, the one. I begin in the name of the one. Sometimes it's Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, which means I begin in the name of God, the infinitely compassionate, the infinitely merciful. Knowing that I am that. I have the opportunity to own that, to claim that, to be compassion for myself and others, to be mercy, have that for myself, that grace, right? To begin in that energy and to continue in that energy. That's living the practice to me. Being mindful, completely present with life by whatever means necessary, okay? Doing what it takes to be in that space. For some people, it's riding their bike through the Greenway. For some people, it's. I always go to the hammock because that's one of mine too. But whatever takes you back to peace. After everyone left yesterday, there was a phone ringing, and I was like, somebody's ringing, and Lisa said, that's my reminder to pray. I love that. That's my reminder to pray for the Ukraine. Mindful moments is another spiritual practice. Setting an alarm. I love setting a random alarm and then checking in. What am I thinking right now? What am I feeling right now? And was it constructive? Was it going in the direction I say I want to go? Or was I worried about something, complaining about something, being mean to myself, not beginning the activity in the name of, in the energy of love? So having those mindful moments. Some people I know, one of my friends used to have a bowl by her front door, and she had little affirmations in the bowl or just words. And every single time she'd go to leave, she'd pull out one to have a mindful moment, to come back. Because otherwise, we're always running to something or running away from something, running to something or running away from something. It's exhausting. Am I right? Running. Stop. I've talked for years now. You've heard me talk about practicing the pause, and I love practicing the pause. You know what I'm talking about. Before you hit respond on the email, or before you call somebody back when you're charged up about something, before you respond to the text, practice the pause. But in our weekend, Dale and I both love, Reverend Dale Worley was with us for part of the weekend, and we both love the teaching of Gangaji. And Gangaji, she says, you know what? She didn't say forget the pause, but I'm saying forget the pause. She says stop. Just stop all the running to and the running from. The thoughts in your head, the activities in your life, always on that go. Just stop. And I think of it like, as we were talking about it yesterday, I said it's kind of like, if you are, you remember that TV show Charmed, where the witches would freeze somebody? Okay, if you didn't, just imagine it. Okay, so somebody would do some activity and one of the witches would be like, psh, and she'd freeze them, and they would be like this, right? So that's pause. And as soon as the play button is hit again, then the person is going to go, right? That's us in our life. So pausing is good, but stopping is better. Because when we stop, let's say the person in the movie was juggling, and one ball was, I want to be a good wife. Next ball is, I want to be a good pastor. And the next ball is, I want to be a good sister, a good mother, a good friend, I want to be, and all these, and I'm trying, and the next thing you know, you got all these balls, and what if you stopped and they all fall? That's what I'm saying. That's a spiritual practice, making it a spiritual practice to just stop and let the balls fall. That's what I meant when I wrote the song Safe. Let the balls fall where they may. Let everything be as it is as I move into a place and know that I'm safe in my own skin. Because I and the Mother, Father, the energy of God, by whatever name you give it that's bigger than a pronoun, we're one. And I'm safe. And I'm good. And I'm worthy. And so are you. That's why living our practice helps us be that loving kindness, helps us be in sacred service, letting the balls fall. Thank you, Monse, for saying I could share the acronym for STOP. Are you ready? It is stillness to open portal. There you go. When you stop, when you take moments to be in stillness, to forget about how am I going to pay for that? How am I going to do that? Well, maybe I shouldn't have started this business. Maybe I shouldn't have done this. Maybe I should do that. Stillness to open the portal, that connection that's always there that sometimes we shut off. Stop and let it be open. When we created this new vision and mission for Carolina Center for Spiritual Awakening, our board secretary, Lisa, scribbled on a little piece of paper and shared with me after, and I thought it was so perfect, and it's for us in our individual lives and not just as a community, but it said this: I sketched this diagram of the heart and all the three components, right, of loving kindness and spiritual practice and sacred service. I sketched this after the board retreat. I realized that the energy of loving kindness is the medium we want to inhabit, to breathe, to soak in. Within it, we use spiritual practices to nourish our inner life and sacred service to guide our outer life. This is an exchange like a heat exchange of energy that transfers between inner and outer, all swimming in our petri dish of loving kindness. That's what we're doing. So whatever your spiritual practice is, commit to it. If you don't have one and you want to learn more about one of these that I talked about here, let's do this. Let's do this. I love my spiritual practice. I look forward to it. I crave it. I miss it. If I ever miss it, then I miss it. So it's something I could talk to you about all day. So you just let me know if I can help you with that, because we are here to be the example of love in people's lives. I know that. The Carolina Center for Spiritual Awakening was created to be that kind of a beacon in the world of love and possibility. You are that for me, and I know you're that for other people, and I know that we've only just begun. So thank you. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Alrighty, so now we're here for our affirmations for our children. Kids, we see you.
We see you. We hear you. We appreciate you. And we love you just the way that you are.
Okay, and now we're going to do our conscious giving. Great, thank you. So now divine love
moving through me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you, God, for the good in my life. Thank you. And we do have opportunities to support the Carolina Center for Spiritual Awakening through your financial giving in person as these baskets come around, but also on Cash App and Venmo and PayPal and that sort of thing. So thank you. You can find us at Awakening Carolina. And as the baskets come around, if y'all will pause just one moment, Lisa and Monse, as the baskets come around, remember that these were created by the women in a village in Africa as a main source of income for that village. They created these baskets to support their village. and these baskets get filled to support our village, and then our village gets supported, and it spills over and supports other villages, right? And so I just want you to see it as the receptacle of love and prosperity that it is. So even if you give online and you're not putting anything in this basket, or for whatever reason you're not, take it in, hold it for just a second, and affirm for yourself and for this community, we are in the flow of prosperity. Always. We're taken care of. Thank you. That's the wrong song. You are taken care of. Same chords. I am taken care of. We are taken care of by the Spirit of love. You're being blessed. You are being blessed by. I am being blessed by. We are being blessed by the Spirit of love. Right now is another chance. Right now is another chance. Right now is another chance to live in abundance. Live in abundance. In the abundance of love, and the abundance of joy, in the abundance of harmony and peace, in the abundance of awareness that God is my source. We live in the abundance of all types of prosperity. And I affirm for each of us an awareness and an expansion of that prosperity, that abundance, that opulence. And I know for each person here that we are in that flow, dancing in that flow of reciprocity. And so as you give the gift of your time, of your talent, of your financial treasure, I know that it returns. I know that it returns, pressed down to overflowing, multiplied in your life. And for this I am grateful, certain and grateful. Thank you, God. You are taken care of. I am taken care of. We are taken care of by the Spirit of love. You're being blessed by. You are being blessed by. I am being blessed by. We are being blessed by the Spirit of love. Sing it with me. Right now, it's another chance. Right now is another chance. Right now is another chance to live in abundance. Live in abundance. You are taken care of. I am taken care of. We are taken care of by the Spirit of love. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. One more thing I wanted to mention, and I forgot to have Shari mention, and that is that the Unity Ministers of the Mid-Atlantic States that we refer to as UMAS or UMAS, they have an annual conference retreat experience that we've called Canuga for many years because that's where it happened. But now it's at Lake Junaluska Conference Center. It is absolutely gorgeous. And I just wanted to give you a heads up that they have closed registration, but Dale gave me a little word in my ear that if people went ahead and registered this week that they would still be able to get in, he thinks. So give that a shot if that resonates with you. But Tuesday night it opens with Reverend Dale Worley, myself, Rochelle, and our friend Bobby from South Carolina as the house band breaking it down. We're going to have a great time. And then we have some amazing speakers that night. On Wednesday night, Amy Steinberg will be the main event. And on Thursday night, Dale and I will do a concert and some other folks. So, and for $500, your whole thing is covered. Your meals, your lodging, the program, if you're sharing a room, $600 if you want your own room. So as far as retreats and conferences go, that's a really, really good deal, and I wanted to make sure you knew about that. And it is, thank you, it is the last week in September, which is the help me, Ro. Tuesday the 22nd 2nd through Friday. Yeah. So, yeah, it's going to be really, really great. I'm excited to be at this new space. And, yeah, it's going to be fun. So join us for our closing song, if you would. We let the love wash over us. We just let it be. I love it too, Molly. We let the love wash over us. We let it be. It's so good to see y'all again. Some of you folks I haven't seen in a while, and look at this circle growing. We let the love wash over us. We let it be. We let the joy, we let the joy wash over us. We let it be. We let the grace, we let the grace wash over us. Thank you. We let it be. We let the love, we let the love wash over us. We let it be. We love you, we bless you, and we thank you. Have a fantastic week. Come back and let us treat for you. If you want to be part of our training today, we'll be ready for you about 1:30, and anytime between 1:30 and 3, come get a treatment. We'd love it. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. How about some love? Love is my source. Love is my power. Love gives me everything I need. Break it down, Blue. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Love gives me everything. Let's put your hands together. Let me hear you sing. God is my source. Boom. God is my power. Let's hear you. God gives me everything I need. Yeah. So I give thanks, woo, for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks. We're going to need about 12 of those chairs. God gives me everything I need. God gives me everything I need. God gives me everything I need. Yeah. Thank y'all so much. Yes. Yeah, you are.